Hey everyone, it's Scott Poland here. My video today is about renovations and purchases that homeowners often regret. I'm Scott Poland from Chestnut Park here in Guelph, Ontario. So I'm hoping in this video I'm going to save you some money, some headaches, possibly save you some early gray hairs, talking about some renovations that a lot of buyers end up doing, and then oftentimes they regret in some capacity. Maybe they didn't need to spend as much. Maybe they didn't even need that thing at all. So I want to go into a bit of details about a bunch of different purchases and renovations that people do. And the first one, I'm going to talk about outdoor kitchens. I know it's a very popular thing. I know it's Instagram worthy or social post worthy, whatever that may be. But oftentimes we're talking $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for an outdoor kitchen. When you put in the cabinets and maybe there's outdoor appliances, maybe it's a built-in barbecue, whatever it may be. What you need to ask yourself is if you truly are going to use this. Now, that's funny that I'm saying this because we have an outdoor pizza oven, but I use it regularly. I use it almost always on Fridays. We do pizzas with the kids. So if you are going to use it, this may work for your family, but oftentimes people don't. They just don't use it near as much as they think they will. So it is a huge spend for an outdoor kitchen. And it's something that you got to be very, very serious because as far as value on your home, it's not going to increase the value that much except for that buyer that will use it or believes he or she will use it. Okay, so you may not recoup the cost. The next is, and I'm going to be on the thin ice here, is talking about pools. It's a bit controversial with some people because a lot of people believe that pools add a ton of value. Now, they certainly add value to your home. They do not add as much value as what it actually costs. So we're seeing prices of like $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 for a pool and hardscaping and things like that, maybe even more. You will not recoup that cost when you go to sell that home. Now, you are going to not impress some buyers because there's a fair percentage of buyers out there that do not want a pool at all. You are obviously going to attract the pool lovers, which is great. But if your plan is to spend $75,000 on a pool and landscaping, or let's say $100,000, you might increase the value of your property 70%, so around $70,000 that you might increase your home. So make sure you're going to use it. I know my youngest son would use a pool every single day, even in the winter if we had it open, but my other two kids probably would use it every once in a while, but not near as much as my youngest. So you need to know if your kids are going to use it or not, because oftentimes they use it for a while, and then once they get a little older, it kind of sizzles. Another thing that people spend money on, and I want to caution you for this, is converting spaces for a different purpose. A couple ideas is you convert your garage into a living space, you convert a bedroom into a walk-in closet, big conversions like this. Now, when doing these type of conversions, that I know you're doing it because it works better for your family and the functionality of the way you live and the way your family lives, but make sure when you do a renovation like this, you're doing it in a way that you can convert it back easily. Now, if it's costing you a fortune to convert that garage into like a rec room, then you are going to spend a fortune to convert it back. So be cautious of that, because when a buyer walks into your home and sees that the garage actually isn't functional for storage or parking a car, you are going to shrink that buyer pool and you will turn off a good number of buyers. So now the value of your home is less because you're appealing to less people. Just keep that in mind. The next on the list is high-end appliances. Now, again, they're very pretty. They show well, they look good in photos, things like that. But be very cautious about this kind of spend. Like, you can spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a fridge. Yes, the fridge tells you what you need to purchase as far as groceries go, but is that really, really necessary? Next on the list for me to talk about is wooden play structures. Now, I know your kids will want to use it. They'll use it initially. When you get it delivered, you need 3 engineers to figure out how to put the thing together. You need an entire weekend, construct the play structure, and then the kids use it for a hot minute, and then they're more interested in their friend's house or the park down the street. So this is something that they're quite expensive, these play structures. They're obviously fantastic to entertain children in your backyard, which is really nice. Now, how often will they use it after they use it for a little while? Likely not that much. Maybe when they bring friends over, they come out, they do a little playing around, and then they're off to doing something else. So this is something, again, you could probably find a used one if you're thinking play structure, or if you go ahead and purchase a new one, you have to be very conscious the way your kids interact with their toys and make sure they are going to use this play structure. So what are the takeaways here? It's simple. Dream big, but plan smart. Live in your home for a while before making any major renovations. I think it's really important for you to get to know the quirks and the flow is the functionality, the way your family moves through the home before you make any massive renovations. I would definitely set a budget and then probably increase your budget by about 20% because it's always going to run you more when you're into a major renovations. There's oftentimes things come up after the fact. You start pulling drywall down, and then the contractor's like, oh, this all needs to be changed and fixed. It's not up to code, whatever the situation may be. Just plan for a little bit more. If you need help connecting with contractors, we can certainly do that. Connect you with some great people to make sure you are fully aware of what your budget can get you. And then just be realistic in your choices, because you will not get 100% of your money back when you're doing renovations. The goal is to do the renovation, live in it, enjoy it yourself. If that's 5 years, 10 years, and then when you go to sell your house, at least you've enjoyed the update. And then you're also getting the benefit of the increased sale price because your home's been updated. So these are things to keep in mind when you are looking at renovating or big purchases for your new home. You may be just waiting to close. You may have just closed. I hope I caught you at the right time in your journey, and you can look at your spending in a little bit different ways. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to myself or anyone on our team. We're happy to help. Thanks.